News broke today of the Road Safety Authority's plans to introduce what they are calling a graduated driver licensing system within weeks. Here to tell us what effect this will have on Kilkenny learner drivers is driving instructor Stuart Knaggs. Stuart, would you mind outlining the proposals from the Road Safety Authority?
Well, the proposals at the moment from the Road Safety Authority are to get 20 lessons, so that everybody gets a good grounding in the rules of the road and all the lessons. And that's the basic part of it. But they just want to force people to get a few lessons before they go out on the road.
And what about they're proposing a logbook system as well?
Well, the proposals look a bit vague to me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're talking about a logbook system with responsibility to fill in the logbook, but who's going to fill in the logbook, we don't know.
Okay.
When we see all the proposals,
Yeah.
then we'll make a clearer judgment on it.
So do you think it's all very vague at the moment?
It's still vague, but we've been waiting years for things like this. And it's only last year that we got the driving instructors registered, so we're waiting to see.
And do you have much confidence in the Road Safety Authority actually following this one through?
Wait and see.
Yeah?
It hasn't happened so far.
Okay.
Or it'll happen sometime, but whether it'll happen within a few weeks, as they say.
Yeah,
we'll
it's another thing. And what effects will it have on? What will learner drivers have to do now as opposed to what they used to have to do?
Well, they have to get a few lessons. That's the main thing.
Okay, and at the moment, do they not need to?
They can go and do the driving test without taking any lessons.
Okay. So you must think it's a positive change.
Well, it'll be a positive. There's no doubt about it. It'll be a positive.
Yeah.
We'll just see how it runs from here on in.
How do you think learner drivers are going to react?
Well, this is only the proposal again is only for learner drivers getting their permit from now on. So it won't affect anybody that has got their licence or their permit up to this.
Okay.
So that'll the ones that are out there that have got their permits, they're not to be too worried, apparently.
And do you think there might be a big rush on learners to get in again like there was in the past before?
Well, there's no dates. This is by the end of the summer. Doesn't even say which summer. So.
Yeah. In light of all this today, there's been a lot of suggestions about maybe introducing training into schools for school children in driving. Have you any opinions on this?
It would be helpful if it was, but it's a bit piecemeal at the moment. Some schools do some courses and others do nothing. So if there was a structure, then we can go along with it, but it's no structure.
So what would be good in terms of like a theory test or road safety?
They can do a theory test long before they get the permit comes out when they're 17. They can start driving, but they can do their theory test a year or two before that because it lasts 2 years.
Okay.
So that's no change. So they could do it in transition year would be the ideal time.
Exactly.
When they're having a dossier as such. Make it useful.
Exactly, yeah. Do you think a lot of future learner drivers, are going to see it as another money-making mechanism?
Possibly.
Would you agree with them?
Well, it's safety. If people, well, of course, if they listen. I mean, you can give lessons, but
I know.
Are they going to listen properly when they get loose on their own?
And at the moment, the standard of the Irish driving test, is it a high enough standard for the country?
The standard is all right at the moment, yes. That's not a serious problem. Maybe we could bring parallel parking into it and a few other things, but generally speaking, it's a reasonable standard if we stick with it.
I know.